It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gators. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Ito Smith, his first carry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Second and 9 now. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about... the 35.
Go! Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey, let's get in them holes. '22 jet bomber. '22 jet bomber. Ready, ready.
Now Ito Smith. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Hey, me and you on deck. On deck. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Throwing on first down. Flynn over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake. Flynn He goes full extension, and he's got it. 23 yards on the play.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. A first down carry for Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, let's get up. Topper! Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Defense.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Greystone, Travis. Chance. Now.
Try to punch it in with Smith. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make
Smooth.
all the way back home.
Right there.
2nd and 4. This is caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Operating from the gun. Flynn buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now 4th and goal.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now here's Olison, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Quadri Olison taking it in. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Ravens take over. Let's go, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40 and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9".
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Tucker, a career 70% success rate from 50-plus. Just incredible. And the All-Pro is money from distance again there.
They ought to give him 4 points for field goals from some of the distances that this guy makes them from.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23. Line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And 10 at the 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Let's go. 60 or. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flynn stepping up. He'll try and run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Go! 18 Gator. 59. Mike to 59. Nice, sweetheart.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Fielded at the 20. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
Check 50.
Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Hankins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Right there. 54.
Here's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Check three.
Motion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Rock it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing today.
A handoff out of the pistol. It's Dixon. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of his...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on 3rd and long. Flynn. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Flynn trying to lay one up deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Pick it up, G. Come on.
Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check. Lucky.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Come on, baby, let's go. Big time. Let's go. Let's go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go. Bring it up.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
22, Jack, cover. 22, Jack, cover. Hustle, hustle.
Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Ravens.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tighten down, tighten down. There you go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 36-yard line.
That's the pass.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Who that? Who that?
Shit, shit, shit.
From the 36, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
He's checking. Crash.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They go play action with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Jackson now. Forced out to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Falcons' 36-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he will find his man on the outside. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. Jackson now, 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Smith trying to run for it. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
They're running it.
From the gun, Flynn. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, D.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. This time Jackson will throw it. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start the drive with Dixon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Flynn. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Flynn. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Let's go. Not a good.
Yes, Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running 6. 6 yards.
6, right there, 56. Quit talking about it and play.
Right back to him on first down. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to